Hello, my name is Brandon Buckman, and welcome to this channel. Um, I'm 16 years old right now, and from the age of 14, I've always been wanting to pursue content creation, specifically with like gaming. But I'm now realizing as I grow older, I have a different passion for self improvement and helping people. And I realize that as I try to get better every day, some things I really just struggle with, and I'd like to share that with all. I mean, no one's gonna be watching this. I don't want anyone to be. I don't want anyone to be watching this at the time I post it. I want this to be something for people to look back on. But as I improve myself in different ways, I realize that some things get really hard, and some things that it makes me learn experiences that I feel like is very valuable information to teach other people, specifically other young men trying to improve in this generation. So that's kind of why I made this channel. I want to make videos. By the way, my entire inspiration, or not my entire inspiration, but one of my biggest inspirations for this channel is a guy named Justin Werlin. He made like day trading videos, but more importantly, he made psychology videos, and I really like those, and they really taught me a different lesson on life. And it was literally him just sitting in front of a camera, like in some beautiful field, just talking and giving very valuable advice. And my other inspiration is Kanye West. Sounds silly, but this is my wall for all Kanye posters. This is my room. This seems like it would be your average first video for a channel like this, but yeah, I wanna help people, and I wanna share my experiences and give advice, and hopefully help young men in the future. So I thought a good way to start off this first video on this channel would be probably to introduce myself and talk about some of the issues that I'm going through and that I want to fix, and some stuff like that. So growing up, when I was a child, I was very or not like at the ages of like 10 to 12, I was kind of like chubby because coronavirus, COVID, the pandemic. But that I really hated that because like I would get made fun of by some kids because I was pretty fucking big. But that when I eventually slimmed down and I started to build muscle and like formed a good body and stuff, then it really did feel great, because before I was a fat chud that was getting made fun of, and then after that, like I felt like, wow, I have a better physique than all those kids making fun of me. Like that felt really good. So I and that low self-esteem and all that, when I was fat, some of that, like I don't know why, but some of that kind of stuck with me. Like I feel like sometimes I would have like body dysmorphia, even though like in the mirror I was looking like pretty good, but to myself, like I was just seeing so many flaws that other people wouldn't see in my body and my face. So that's like kind of like a mindset thing that still sticks with me today, with like confidence and stuff like that. I still don't have perfect confidence. I want to become more confident in things, and the only way I see doing that is fixing some issues in my personal life. So some of the other issues with my personal life, this is gonna be hard, but it's not gonna be hard to like talk about, but it's gonna be hard to like put into words. Yeah. But so basically, my parents are divorced, and my mom and my dad switch houses every week, or I switch houses from my mom's and my dad's every week. And over the years, I realized that my mom's was not a place that I wanted to be growing up, and especially with this new mindset I've been developing with the thought of self improvement. Yeah, at that house it was very small, very limited to what I could do. The outside, like outside that, it was in a very ghetto, like I'd say it was a pretty dangerous neighborhood. Like at like 3 a.m. I would get a random citizen like notification where it was like old lady. I remember this vividly. Old lady, or like someone old being chased by someone with a knife. That appeared on Citizen, or like big fight 0.1 mile away. something like that. Like a lot of stuff like that would happen. There was always police around. It was a very ghetto neighborhood. But the only good thing there was like the beach, I guess. So that was how the outside was, and I wasn't familiar with the environment for all the years I've been living there. I'm still not, because I feel like there's no reason to go there. Like my school is in Brooklyn. All my friends are in Brooklyn, where my dad's house is. I'm at my dad's right now, which is why my room's so nice. Um, yeah. So, and there's so much inconsistencies with that house that just made it not. I mean, yeah, I'm super grateful for everything I have, but that house is not like a good area for me to be able to improve myself into the person that I want to be. Like for example, like I know the main thing with self-improvement is building a good schedule and forming good habits that will build you as a person. So like one day when I have everything said and done and everything, like my whole routine is perfect, I want it to look a little something like, so my ideal life when everything is set in stone, this could use some revision, but it'll probably be something like, when I wake up, I'll start by going out in the sun and reading a book. Like right now I have Atomic Habits with me. It's over there, but I'm not gonna get it. I have Atomic Habits, which is a very powerful book. And then after I'm reading in the sun, because it's very important that you get sunlight when you first wake up for your body. And then after that, I'd like to start day trading. I know how it sounds, but it's something that I've been into for the last year, almost 2 years, and I'm working on. And then while I'm in a trade, I would like to work out. I've been like going into calisthenics, but I also have a treadmill, so I'll be doing a little bit of that. And then I'll go to bed early, read a book before bed, and pray before bed. That's my ideal routine. And that routine alone, like there's so much more I could have added to that, but that routine alone can improve your life so much. It can improve your entire body with just the working out and calisthenics. It could improve your mind with the reading and the praying, and it could improve you economically with the trading. So that's three different aspects of your life that's being improved from one schedule instantly. And yeah, that's what I'd like to do, but it's kind of hard to pursue that when I'm at my mom's, because first of all, I don't know why, this might be just a thing for me. I don't feel motivated to do anything if I'm constantly changing environments. So one day I'm at my dad's house with, here, I'll show you right now. One day I'm at my dad's house with my nice room and everything. I got a big TV that I'm leaning this on. And then at my mom's house, it's like I wake up in this, well, first of all, I can't sleep good at my mom's because my brother's setup is in his room, and it gets really like annoying to sleep sometimes. So I'll be going to bed at like 3 a.m. every day at my mom's. So that already alone feels like shit. And then it's like the room I'm in. It's it doesn't feel like my home. It doesn't feel like I actually belong there. Like I don't have any friends there or anything. All my friends are in Brooklyn. And and then at my mom's I'd go out to make some food. There's not a lot of food. And then I feel bad for my mom because she makes less than my dad, so it's like whenever it's something regarding like money or anything, I feel shit on the inside because like I know she doesn't have that much money. So I always try to get the least I can because I know like I'm grateful. I'll be fine with anything that she wants to get, like any food I'm fine with. But yeah, and then like it'll be like cluttered because I play games and stuff, so I have like a lot of stuff that I take back and forth, but there's not a lot of room there, so everything's cluttered. We have a cat there at my mom's. He hates me. He hates my brother too. He only likes my mom. And yeah, it's a pretty small apartment, so we can't have things like a treadmill But none of that really matters that much. Those are just a few minor inconveniences. But one of the real big problems I have there is there's nowhere for privacy. So here at my dad's, I have like, well, I share my room with my brother first of all, but my brother's not here that much. He's like always biking and seeing his girlfriend and whatnot. But even if he's here, um, and there's like a lot of people like in the house, and I just want to be alone. There's outside in the or like we have a nice deck outside where the pool is, and like I would just sit there with my feet in the water, just chilling when I want to be alone. But at my mom's, like, there's really nowhere I could have some privacy, because outside it's just the boardwalk, a lot of people. Inside there's only like one room for me and my brother, and then one bathroom, but and like one living room. But I hate how I'm making this seem like a money issue. It's not a money issue. It's not an issue with my mom having less money than my dad. It's just the way that entire environment is shaped, and then I don't feel motivated to improve myself when I'm constantly switching environments. And like we don't even have a blender at my mom's house, or like a working one that is. But at my dad's, it's like after a nice workout, I like to put some milk, bananas, strawberries, peanut butter, protein powder, creatine, all in a blender, and then eat that with some eggs, and it just makes me feel so good every day, knowing I'm having a good breakfast like that. Um, but yeah, so that's some stuff with my mom's house. All right, now I'm gonna get into the deep shit. So, this is I've never told anyone about this, but when I go to my mom's house, like I really just always feel like shit because it's an environment that I know I don't improve in. Like I'm never really in a good mood there. Because I can't work on myself. So last summer, throughout the entire summer, every single day, I was trying to follow that routine. I'd never done anything like that before. Like I hated doing new things because the people around me, they'd be like, I hated the concept of them thinking, oh, he's doing something new. Wonder how long that's gonna last. I hated the concept of that. So that summer, I was really making a change. I started caring about like if people thought that or not. I stopped caring, and then like I was making a change every single day. And then when it came to my mom's, I couldn't follow that routine that I originally was at my dad's. Because at my dad's, it was in the summer. I would also like go and clean the pool and everything. It's just a bad environment for my mom's house. So whenever I was at my mom's house, I just didn't feel motivated to do anything. So if my mom was there, or if my mom wasn't there, she wasn't working. I don't know why it stopped so early, but if my mom wasn't there and she was working, then I would just distract myself from the real world and all my personal issues by just playing video games, and distract myself with video games and doing nothing else. And then I would also just stop caring about what I eat. I would eat like a fat slob, because it's like, oh, if I'm only motivated to, or like, okay, because eating good was a part of my schedule, right? So I would wake up and then like, do all that and then eat good. And then if it wasn't a part of my routine, and if I just woke up 3 p.m., then I wouldn't care what I ate, okay? I would eat whatever, fucking Hot Pocket for breakfast, some bullshit, some Doritos. And then, yeah, so I wouldn't care about anything. I wouldn't do any calisthenics at my mom's. I didn't have the or like some of the stuff that I did at my dad's, but it's not even like the equipment, it's just I didn't feel motivated in that environment. I didn't feel like doing anything in that environment. And I feel like I couldn't. It sounds like I'm just bitching at the camera over bullshit for 3 minutes. But it's, whatever. So yeah, and then when my mom was there, as I said, me as a person, just privacy is a big issue, man. Like, I really do, like my privacy, and I like being alone when I have to. There's a difference between being alone and being lonely. But I was just, I like being alone when I had to. Not all the time, just at times. But like the thing with my mom's, it's like you open the door, right? And then right next to you was like where I would play my games, so like my PC and everything, and it was just in the like pretty much the middle of the living room. And then I really didn't like that. So whenever my mom was there, she would be like in the living room, and I wouldn't want to like play games like directly in front of everyone. I don't know why. That's just a me thing. It's just a thing how I've always been with my privacy. Like I never really like playing games in front of anyone, and I don't know why that is. That's something I have to discover about myself that I haven't yet. Or like doing anything like that, like talking to people. I will never be on a phone call while someone else could hear. It's just something about me that I have to discover about myself. But yeah, so I couldn't distract myself with video games. So while my mom was there, all I would do, I would just lay in my bed and just rot for hours. And it felt like shit. It felt like absolute shit. And I would hate it every single time I had to go to my mom's. I would hate it because I knew that if my mom wasn't there, I was gonna just bed rot and do nothing all day. But if she was there, it would be a little better because I got to play some video games. Like it's still, and a lot of that stuff has really led me to develop some really disgusting habits that further destroyed my life. And I'm not gonna say what they are, but some of you could probably guess what they are. But it ruins your brain, the way your brain works, your mind. And yeah, that was a big issue, and it still is. It's an issue I'm still fighting today. And it's really disgusting, and I know it is. And I've done some pretty horrible, disgusting things that I've regretted. And it really did hurt to do these things. And that's a whole separate topic for another video that I'm probably going to talk about. But that's one of the drawbacks and one of the things that really hurts my life every day. You probably can really easily guess what it is. It's one of the biggest issue with men growing up, or young teenage men growing up, and just men in general. Men are addicted to this stuff, and it's horrible. And it's something I haven't been able to break away from, but that's just how it is. It's still just an illusion. Just the video games are illusion, distracting myself from the real world. So that's how I felt with my mom's. I would hate it, and I talked to my dad about this a lot. But he eventually said that, well, right now it's January 21st, I think, and he told me by the end of the school year I'll be out of there, and so I'm hoping by that time I'm actually out of there, and then I can continue working on my life and improving myself. Because I've been at a pause. I've paused the day trading. I've paused exercise. I know how bad it sounds. I paused exercising. I paused improving myself in any way. Well, I mean, after school I try to go to the gym, but if my dad isn't going, or if I'm not going to school, then I don't go to the gym because I work out my dad's private gym and he takes me from school. So yeah, I haven't been doing anything with my life that's important, that means anything recently. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just at a pause with everything. Like even at my dad's now, I don't care what time I wake up, I don't care what time I go to bed, because I know that if I do anything good at my dad's, it's all going to mean nothing when I go to my mom's. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I haven't really told anyone that. So it kind of feels good to say that, even though I hope no one's watching this by the time I post it. I hope people watch it 1 year, 2 years into the future, maybe 6 months or something. But yeah, that's some of my problems. And another thing is, my relationship with God has been declining, but only in the sense of like I used to pray, dude. I used to pray, and then I realized, like, I want to make praying a part of my... This isn't a good thing. I know what I'm saying right now is not a good thing, but it's something that's happening, and something I need to change. But I would... How do I put this in a word? Like, some of this is hard to explain, man. I never talked to anyone about this. But I would put praying as a part of my daily routine. And if I couldn't have a good daily routine, then I wouldn't pray. And it got to a point where I just didn't pray to God for so long that I just, like, I didn't want to pray to him because it felt like scary. Like Kanye had a lyric about this. I want to talk to God, but I'm afraid because we ain't talking so long. And then that's just what it felt like. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I haven't prayed to God in a very long time, and I feel like I need to, because God decides how my life is, and He sent Jesus to die for my sins. And another thing I want to quickly mention, I've had a phone since I was very young. I think like 7, maybe, might be the year when I got a phone, when I was 7 years old, or the age, sorry. But that was a big mistake. I've seen stuff on the internet that I wasn't supposed to. I've been in like these dumb, like bullshit communities, like at a very young age that like people would deem like cringy, which I fully agree with like just like random YouTube bullshit. Like I used to be the biggest fan of Dream SMP, dude, and that really shaped like knowing that it was like cringe and trying to grow out of it, or like growing out of it, really made me realize like some stuff, and kind of shaped like who I am today. Um, like I was considered a weird kid probably back in like middle school, elementary school, just because I was so out of touch with the real world. Like I said, I was a fat lard, uh, in middle school and stuff, and I was a weird kid because of some of the stuff I watched. But I feel like growing up and kind of realizing like where I used to be and where I am now really helped develop my mind a lot, and like becoming normal, that developed my mind a lot. But some of the problems from back then still bleed into, or like some of the, yeah, problems from when I was like doing that stuff when I was young still bleed into my life today. Like even today, it's like I have pretty decent confidence in myself. Like I think I'm a fairly attractive guy, and I have other people reassure me on that. But like, I'm I'm not as social as one might think I am. Especially with girls. Like, I would be hella nervous talking to a girl for the first time, but then, um, like for the year, like from the entire 3 years of middle school, I don't think I've ever spoken to a girl on like a normal occasion. Like I wasn't even friends with them. I was just scared to talk to them, and that's not a good thing. But in high school, ninth grade, I was barely speaking to girls. The thing is, girls were trying to talk to me, but I was too scared to talk to them, so I just like left them in the dust. Even like I would have big problems with, like I would hate myself for that, because girls would like me, and then it would be like a girl I liked too at the time, and then like I just wouldn't say anything to her because I was like too shy, and I thought like my confidence was lower back then, so I thought like she was too good for me. She was just trying to be nice, whatever. And then she actually did like me. Like that's happened with like many girls before. So, and like even today, I'm not like like I don't got any homegirls, because well, recently I've been trying to talk to girls, and I've been getting better like at approaching them, like girls in my school and stuff. Uh, yeah, I don't really have anyone that I'm going for right now. I used to, but she had a boyfriend. Like I found out she had a boyfriend, and I was so nervous to talk to her. But then I did talk to her, and but she said, "Yeah, sorry, I have a boyfriend." But it felt good that I did talk to her, because that like 3 years ago, that's something I could have never seen myself doing. So that feels good. But yeah, because of some of that stuff in the past, it's hard for me to talk to like some people. Like it's hard for me to get comfortable with people to the point where I can start like making dumbass jokes like 6'7" or like that's so corny. But like you get what I mean. It's hard for me to get to a spot where I'm comfortable with people and I'm able to talk to them that way. Uh, yeah, because some of that old stuff that happened. And so where I am today, I have like a few close friends in school, but the thing is, I go to a very ghetto school, or not ghetto. It's not ghetto at all. I lied. I go to a very diverse school, and the people there are all from other countries, and they don't like know English that well. And I'm only going to the school because all my siblings and my dad went there, and it used to be better, but in the state it's in, it's currently some shit. So my close friends at my school, um, I'm chill with them and everything, but they don't match me as a person. It's like they don't have ambitions. They don't have big dreams and goals like I do. I help them with like everything in school, all the work. I help them with everything. And if I tell them I have big dreams, and it's like, this goes for anyone, not even just the people. Actually, I'll get to that in a sec. But yeah, the people like my close friends in school, it's like I can't relate with that much on a term, on like the terms of being teenage men going into adulthood and that want to improve themselves because they don't know what self improvement is. It's like I try to help them. I'm like, hey, you have so much potential. If you did this, then your life would be so much better. And they just don't care. They're like, bro, what do you mean? And then they go on YouTube Shorts and doom scroll for hours and hours on end on the laptops whenever they have free time. So yeah, that's kind of where it is with my, and I don't speak to any of my old friends from like middle school or elementary school because like there wasn't any arguments or anything. It's just after middle school we just kind of drifted apart, you know. But I've been following some of my old friends from like middle school and stuff on Instagram and stuff, and it's like, wow, I really do miss this, and it's like a part of me wanted to, or I really do miss talking to these people and talking to this guy. And it's like part of me wanted to like talk to them and be like I don't know, you want to like hang out one day? Because like me and this one guy, we used to be like hella close, and like we used to like he was on my level. Well, obviously back when we were friends, we weren't talking about like self improvement or anything, but I could tell like he was a mature kid that I could like speak to like an actual person, you know, and I've missed that, dude. And in real life, like, I have friends, but I have no friends who could match like my energy and my mindset and what I want to do in the future. And it really does suck. And so, also with the fact, another thing, like regarding friends, with the fact that I had my phone at a much earlier age than I was supposed to, and I was on the internet and stuff like that, got me into having friends online. As dumb as it sounds, I know. But over the past 4 years already, I've been in this community online, and it's just like a gaming community that I've been in, and I've gotten really big in that community, and I met a lot of great people in that community, and I'm friends with them. But even then, they're like a step up, like in terms of my energy from the people from my school. So I've been talking to them a lot, and I really have made good connections with these people, even though they're across the world. You can have good connections with people no matter how far they are. But yeah, but recently, it's like, this is like another topic that I want to talk about, negativity, dude. People in this world are so negative, and it like drives me insane. Because how can you think like that, man? How can you just have, like, how can you sit there with no purpose? You have no ambitions. You have no dreams. You have no strive to become better and become a better person. You have no goals or anything. And then you just sit there and kind of do nothing and then hate on people. You just try to bring people down. And then especially when it's your friend. Like, I've had friends who would look at me and then look at some of the things I say and then be like, because they're my friend, because they have a personal connection with me, they want to trap me in the same box that they put themselves in. They put a roof over their head telling them this is what they cannot do. And because I'm friends with them, they want to put me there too with them because they don't want to see me doing better than them. So it's like I'll like say something that like one of my goals. An example of a goal could just be literally just waking up early and working out. And so they would be like, bro thinks he's gonna get somewhere. Bro thinks he's gonna become Ashton Hall. Bro's trying to be like Ashton Hall. And it's just like negative. Like they'll always say something. They'll always have something bad to say. It's never like, yo, good job, bro. Or it's like, I'm proud of you for trying to make a change. It's always, nah, bro thinks he's actually gonna improve himself. Bro thinks he's gonna do something. And it's like, I just hate that. And I've never been able to find people who think otherwise. If you look, one of the biggest things, oh my god, if you tell someone you're reading a book, you're going to get fucking flamed. You're like, no way, bro's reading books in 2025. No way, or 2026. No way, bro's just gonna sit there and read a book. But it's crazy because I guarantee there's like a chart or demographic somewhere out there that like literally signs of intelligence in like the newer generations is going down. And that's because people are like, oh, books, you're such a nerd reading books. But it's literally, the books are the key to, like, as corny as it sounds, and it shouldn't even be called corny because it's just improving your life. But, um, books, like, are genuinely the key to knowledge and improving your mindset, improving your life, man. Like, books teach you so much. Like, not even what the books teach, but just reading, being able to comprehend these words helps your English. And it's like it really does help you in so much different ways, and it just become kind of like a thing in this generation where it's just nerdy, I guess. But I'll tell you right now, the same people who are telling you, oh, that's nerdy, don't do this, don't do that, you're so fucking corny, are always the same people who are doing nothing with their lives. No ambitions, they don't work out, they don't do anything to benefit their lives. They sit there and hate. That's all they do with their lives. And the proof is in them. The proof is in what, I know how this sounds, but what they look like. You can control what you look like. The proof is in the way they act, what they look like, and things like that. It is always the people below you that will try to hate. Hate rarely ever comes from above. And I think there's a saying for that somewhere, but I can't remember. It's something similar to that. But hate rarely comes from above, and it mainly comes from below. And that's why they're hating on you. They want to keep you in the same box that they have trapped themselves in for so many years. If something is out of reach to them, if they feel like they will never be able to achieve that goal, then they will try to put you in the same places, and they'll try to be like, nah, you're never doing that ever. And that's something, that's something I want to talk about, but I've had no one to talk to about, so I guess that's why I'm here, is what I said before the video cut out. Yeah, I really do hope that, this channel, and the things I'm saying with this channel, I really hope this channel could grow, and I hope, some of the things I say could really help some people out, like, really, really help some people out. Because I know what it feels like to be in certain situations that I know a lot of other people are stuck in. And I know a lot of people don't know how to improve, they don't know how to get better, and that's what I hope to teach. And while teaching that lesson, I'm also discovering stuff about myself that that really does benefit me in my mind and developing as a person. Yeah, making this video, I'm realizing that people are probably gonna be like, bro's trying to be like Kai Cenat. And that's kind of funny to me. But no, I have proof everywhere that I have like a whole Notion stuff about like writing my thoughts down and how I wanna, like, YouTube video ideas, stuff like that, for this channel exclusively. I've been wanting to do this way before Kai Cenat ever even quit streaming. He quit streaming like, what, a week ago? And none of any of this has to do with Kai Cenat. I don't even know why I'm bringing him up. But I feel like someone's gonna be like, or when people watch this video eventually, someone's gonna be like, bro thinks he's Kai Cenat reading on the screen. I'm not even doing what he's doing, but I don't like how people are hating on Kai Cenat, because sure, he's in a bad spot, he hardly knows how to read, he's a 20-year-old man, but people are hating on a man for trying to improve. How fucking depressing can that be? Imagine being so upset with yourself that you have to hate on another man who's trying to improve himself to feel better. That's so fucking pathetic. Hating on another man to make you feel, who's trying to improve himself, to make you feel better about yourself. That's so pathetic, dude. Kai is just genuinely trying to improve his mind, improve his life. And sure, some things he's doing might be for the camera only and performative, but like I really do believe he's trying to improve himself, and I do wish him all the best with that. And another thing, dude, it's like, adding on to what I was saying before, with like the people who try to like bring you down, put you in whatever box you're in, books are corny, all that. It's like this video alone, me talking to this camera alone and truly just putting my thoughts out there is like, if the reason I didn't want some people to say this, and I know this is an issue with my mindset, like I'm kind of scared of what people would think if they saw this, because people are fucking horrible and they're gonna be like, nah, bro, this is so embarrassing, bro. He just like talked about some issues he had, bro, and he's trying to improve himself, bro. That's so embarrassing. It's like, it doesn't make sense. It's like what people are doing with Kai. But like, look, to any of you watching this who agrees with me, it is in no way, shape, or form embarrassing to want to do better. It never is. So don't let these idiots drag you down. Don't let anyone drag you down, because hate always comes from below. I'm telling you right now. Hate always comes from below, so don't let these idiots drag you down, because they can't do what you stop to make a change to try to do. They cannot do what you want to do. They can't stop and change themselves, because they're stuck in comfort. They're stuck doing the stuff that they've been doing their entire lives with no change. And most of the time, that's bad stuff, dude. And you could tell it's bad stuff because they're hating. Just them hating says so much about them, dude. So much negative people in this fucking world. Like, if people see this video, I'll probably get clowned. Or like like people that I know. And that's pretty it's just crazy to me, dude. Because it's always the people you think you're close with that would do that shit. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm being over dramatic, but I'm really not, dude. If people saw this video, they're not going to be like, yo, I'm proud of you for trying to do something better. I'm proud of you for making a change. They're always going to be like, this is so embarrassing. You're trying to make a change. They're going to call it embarrassing, like 9 times out of 10. Man, maybe, like, I don't know. I just feel like one of the biggest things I just want people to talk to about this kind of stuff. But I think that's all I'm going to talk about for today. Who knows when the next video will be, but this felt very good to talk about. And I think I'll get to posting this right now. But when you guys see this, thank you for watching. I really don't expect anyone to see this anytime soon. But yeah, thank you a lot for watching.